Hello and welcome back to Moon Bay. We pick up where we left off and we reached Tiny Town, if I'm not mistaken. And we have now unlocked the hospital and the beautificated roads and all the highway stuff, as you can see. Next, we'll be expanding a little bit in between my two parts of the city, the two areas. This is going to be the university area, but there can be so low residential citizens living nearby, of course. The project I'm taking on now is going to build how to say the bigger road system, which means I will make a 4-lane road which is going to connect the outside of the whole city with all the roundabouts I'm about to make. Making roundabouts is something I've done before. You can see how how fast I make them. Here I see I have to make a little bend in the road, but I like that. And that also means that this 4-lane trajectory is not going to be completely straight and the ultimate fastest route. But if you take the extra speed into account, which they can reach at the 4-lane road, it should be the faster trajectory. Now I'm going to connect this to the highway, but I'll change it into a 6-lane road first. And for that I need a little bit bigger roundabout, so I can connect my 6-lane road to my 4-lane road, and later on have some other road go the other way. Now here we reach the industrial area, and yeah, if we're not going to do it, let's do it right, and make also for the industrial area its own entrance and exit, which is going to be a 4-lane road which immediately goes into two-lane one-way roads, and afterwards traffic has to disperse. For at the moment it should be enough, so we'll keep it as it is. This is how I connect to the highway. As you can see, my highway on and off ramp is not in the middle of the city. I don't really like it. A lot of people start building their city immediately at the highway, and then in the end you'll need to do some stunt like that. But as I do it like this, I have nice traffic flow, even in this real-time mod, where a lot of the traffic will be spawned from the university later. You'll see that. Citizens keep flocking in because there's time enough. I like to make some extra roads going to and from the park. I really love this small and big park because they're really cheap in upkeep, but they give a quite enormous amount of beautification. And it can do with some more trees. And for that I use the tree brush mod, because really, who fucked up this game and making it only build single trees? Come on. And once we're at it, we can also make the area around City Hall a little bit nicer. The real-time mod really gives you time to tweak your little city, even have ideas now that if I'm going to start building a new area, I should level the land first, because there's quite some height difference over here. This is now nighttime. I love it how the lights of the different road types color differently. Since I built the city hall, I was thinking about building another one of the landmarks, and the theater is, yeah, it's not that I'm a big fan of the theater, but it's nice to have in the city. And if I want to build it, I need a rectangular area. And as such, I made one. And there we have the theater. Having a nice square in front of it and some commercial buildings around it. And again, I've been building all night. That's actually not the idea. Should stop building during the night, but okay. Try to stop me. I need to expand on this block a little bit, so we give it more space for houses. And as it's daytime again, let's hope that a lot of people are now flocking in, so we'll reach the next level soon. But I'm afraid it's going to last a while. On the industrial area, I'm planning on putting on a second part next to it. And yeah, in doing so, I'd actually like to again disperse traffic. So I don't want the middle lane to be used by too many companies. So I disperse it a little bit by giving it an extra middle lane. Now it's almost 4-lane road, although it works a little bit different. Yeah, because we're already here, let's make it as we intended later on anyway, because now having one connect to the highway immediately will clog up the rest of the highway. As like the first roundabout, I use a roundabout which has a diameter of or a radius of 10 blocks. On the other roundabout, which uses the highway road as a roundabout road, you know, the ones which is next to it connects the 6-lane and 4-lane roads. I make use of a diameter of 7 blocks, and the inner city roundabout, which connects the 4-lane roads to 2-lane roads, I actually use a 6 block diameter. So they tend to go smaller and smaller as the speed of approach also becomes slower and slower. But you can tweak that if you like. Really big roundabouts are not my thing, but if you like them, then feel free to experiment all you like. I'm putting out now the police station, but I could have waited with it because there's no leveling up of industrial buildings until after I built the college, and even I think way after that, because I have no well-educated citizens before that time, because everybody still is in high school before they even are eligible to go to the university. I have to unlock it as well. But even after it's been unlocked, I hardly have any eligible high school students. But education stays important for me. So let's make the central square as in the other part of the city, containing most of the facilities. This is going to be expanded in all directions because there's nice building space there. Probably central station will be around that place. Checking if there's any traffic problem, but there doesn't seem to be any. So let's take a trip over the roads. Let's see how all these roundabouts connect. I really like sometimes to just take a ride through the city, almost randomly. Just see if somebody reaches destination in the time or how much delay he has. In that way, you'll really how to say, know where the problems in your traffic layout will be. There you go, it's nighttime again. And we almost reached our goal for this video, and that will be Big Town. And with the Big Town, we'll be unlocking the big things like subway system and the university and even the garbage incinerators, which will pose all their own problems, which will be something for the next episodes. Funny thing is, in the next episode we'll be building or in this episode we'll be building the university. We'll see the effects of it in the next episode. In the next episode the garbage incinerators will be built, but the subway and other transport systems are going to wait for video number 5. So you already have an idea of what's coming. For now, you can see how this real-time mod really slows down your progress. Here we have a little look at the education level, which is still really low, but which will get a jump as soon as we'll be able to build that university. There we go. First things first, putting out that university building. And that will conclude this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Not just taxes, of course. Let's not forget. Now we can save. Bye bye.